Hi, welcome back to Strong as You Think. And today I want to talk about desire. It's something I've been thinking about for a while. It seems like it can bring up all sorts of feelings and thoughts. When I say desire, what comes up? What do you feel? What do you think when I say the word desire? Is it exciting? Do you feel guilty? Does it scare you? But what if I said that having desires for things helps us become more of who we really are? I'm going to say that again. What if our desires help us become more of who we really are? But then you think, but I want some stuff that maybe is not that great. So do I want to become more of not so great? But not so fast. There is a difference between desire and acting on desire. What if you gave yourself permission to desire whatever it is that you desire, but decided you're not going to act on it right away? How would that change things? You can feel all of the things, think all of the things, but you don't have to do anything about it. You don't even want to right now. Because by not acting on it, doesn't that give you a little more freedom? Doesn't that free you up to be able to just experience whatever it is you're feeling, whatever it is you're thinking, whatever those things are that you desire? You don't have to act on desire. You don't have to worry about dreaming too big or wanting something that you won't get or wanting something that's wrong. You can do all that and have permission to feel that if you're not going to act on it, right? But why is that important? Why is it important then to desire if you're just not going to act on it? Like, what's the point, right? But if you're not allowing yourself to acknowledge your desires, what you really want, what you're really thinking and feeling, are you not giving yourself permission to be you? Are you not giving yourself to be permission who you really are? With all the dreams, all the insecurities, and even all the hurt that might come with that. But isn't it worth being you? How would your relationship with yourself deepen if you accepted and even embraced everything that you really desired? Now, that doesn't mean you have to entertain it constantly, especially if you made that decision not to act on it. But when you acknowledge that and process that and let it be, you are accepting you, where you are right now. So, like I said before, sometimes you might think, but sometimes I want things that aren't good. You know, maybe that's what a temptation is, right? Like, for example, what if I said, I want to slap her in the face? Okay, I'm not going to act on it, but the want to, I felt like I want to slap her in the face. They said something that hurt my feelings, and I just feel like I want to slap her in the face. But if I acknowledge that and realize I want to slap her in the face, why do I want to slap her in the face? Because you said something that hurt my feelings. But then I might realize, did she hurt my feelings? Or did she say something that triggered my own insecurities and then I felt bad? So acknowledging my desire to do something, even if it's not great, brought up something that I want to work on myself. And if I just shoved that away and said, that's not good, I shouldn't even be thinking about that. Well, those insecurities are still going to be there and they're going to come up somewhere else. I may not necessarily want to say I want to slap this person again, but it's going to get brought up somewhere else. So what if even acknowledging the desires that we don't want are helpful to us, but we're not going to act on them, but we're going to acknowledge them because that's who we are. And that's part of who we're working on becoming. We have to acknowledge where we are now to be able to do the work on the things we want to work on to become the person we want to become. We can't pretend who we are now is someone different. And really, we're always changing. So isn't it natural to think that there's going to be parts of us that we want to change? It's okay. We're always changing, right? And what about dreaming too big? Wanting something that seems unattainable. Sometimes we think, well, that's not fun. I'm just going to save myself a lot of pain by just not wanting something that I can't have or that I can't achieve. But why do we want to limit ourselves? And maybe that could be a challenge to us to question why we are limiting ourselves. Do we have to limit ourselves? Or it might make us take a hard look at it and decide, maybe that isn't what I want. And make a conscious choice about it. And then once we've looked at it and really decided that that's not exactly what we want, then maybe we don't have to feel bad about that anymore. It's not something we couldn't have. It's something we chose not to have. And there's a lot more power in that. And so I just like to offer you, there's a lot more power in accepting those desires that you have and seeing where they take you. They may not always take you exactly where you thought, but I think in every case, allowing the desire to be there without the expectation of having to act on it, but allowing the feelings and the thoughts to come up with the desire and leaning into that, really exploring that, is just more empowering to you. Whether it helps you know where you want to do some work. And those are a lot of things that I can work on with you. If you're not sure you want to do that on your own, we can work on that together. We can do a lot of good work there. And it can just help you decide and narrow down what it is you really do want, and that you're making the decisions on what you do and don't want and where you're going to spend your time and energy. So thanks for joining me today and talking about desire. I think it's kind of a new spin on it. Some ways maybe you haven't thought of it before, but I think it's useful. And like I said, if you want to work on that more, you can message me and we can set up a discovery call where we can talk about how we work together. In my 3-month program where we do coaching really on whatever you want. And it's fun. It's tough sometimes, but it always turns out better. You learn some skills that you can do even when we're not together. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time on Strong as You Think. Bye.